Hey, what's up, YouTube? Digital Soul here. Psh, it's the weekend. It's almost the weekend. It's Friday. It's close, right? It's what we enjoy. I enjoy Fridays, unless you have to work on the weekends, and then it's not such a great thing. It's kind of terrible. I was a mall cop at one time, which I'm going to talk about eventually, that I talked about years ago. But I like to retouch on things sometimes. But I had to work every holiday, I swear to goodness gracious. But it's not why I'm here today. Today I'm here to talk about classic YouTube on my microphone. I'm not going to hide myself either. I hope that didn't make any kind of bad noise because I can't hear it right now. I won't hear it until afterwards. And my Logitech webcam software is working again because Windows did an update, so that's very exciting. So now I can record like this and properly again, and it looks a lot better. You can even see the blemish I had on my nose. See my blemish? See it right there? I'm not going to hide it. It's right there. I'm a dude. All right, and there's a blemish. I didn't wear makeup. Come on. Who does that? Not me. 46, keeping it real. But anyway, I used to be on a site known as MySpace.com. And if you're old, it's not even that long ago, right? It is, but it isn't. You would remember MySpace, and it was this cool website that everybody used to put up pictures, and you had a wall, and you would make friends with people, and they can come to your wall, and you can go to their wall, and you could write on their wall, and they could write on your wall, and you could say hi and tell stories. You could private message. You could do all kinds of things. But then I saw somebody shared a music video. I'm like, there's a freaking music video on their wall. I want a music video on my wall, right? So I clicked on the link and it took me to this website called YouTube.com. And I searched and I was watching music videos for hours. I was like, this is so awesome. The website looked like it was like Craigslist is today. It was old school, all right? And then one day I came across this dude named Bohem by accident, okay? And he was over here, and I was like, what's this? What's this dude doing? So I clicked it, and he's just sitting there, all right? And he's talking like I'm talking to you now. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I got stuff to say. I could talk to people. I was a mall guard at a mall, and I used to talk to people every single day, and I swear everybody would tell me their problems, and I would come back with opinions or what I would do in said situation. And I was like, you know what? I got a Nikon Coolpix 5000 PowerShot camera that can record video for 30 seconds. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make some videos. And it used to go click, 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 click. Like if you watch my very first video, Half the Man I Used to Be, filmed with that Nikon camera. Very bad, very horrible, but it is what it is, and here I am now. But I'm watching Bohem, and through Bohem I started to watch Reneto. I'm getting into classic YouTube here, okay? And there was a cool thing you could do. You could not only type in the comments and talk to these people, but you could make linked video responses. Can you believe that? So I would make video responses because I thought it was funny, some of the things they said, and I wanted to engage them. I wanted it to be just cool. I wanted to interact, and there was more of a community back then, and you could interact with one another. And eventually, Bohem gave me a shout out. He gave me a shout out in his video, and I was like, wow, that was kind of cool. He didn't have to do that, but then all of a sudden I started getting all these subscribers. And I didn't have anything really great to say. I said some things, some stuff, some life things, but there was all these people there. So they enjoyed my talking and my opinionated videos towards them. But I wanted to give them something more to hold their attention because I thought that that's what I had to do. So I did something called Battle of the YouTube Stars, where I would take YouTube stars versus one another. And people could vote down below who should win and move on. Like I'd make a bracket on one side and a bracket on the other side. And I had some music. And people would vote in the comments below. So I don't know what just happened to my camera. Did I move too fast? Okay. they would vote in the comments below, and that's before any of that mattered. That's before people, it wasn't all about most commented, most this, most that, blah blah blah. But I used to get a ton of votes and comments, and that would have been a really good way to establish myself. And but I was using likenesses and stuff back then too that, you know, weren't mine. Without permission, I put them in this battle. But sometimes they would like it. I had like the Hill 88 and What the Buck and so many people, and that pushed me from 2005 into 2006. 2005 to 6 was me on MySpace watching the videos and doing stuff. In 2006, I created my channel, started doing some videos, and then Bohegan gave it a shout out, and then I did the Battle YouTube Stars, and here we are. We're here now. Okay, so I started getting more and more subscribers, and this was cool. I'm like, well, people want to hear me talk. I guess that's cool. It got YouTube's attention. We started talking to them. I used to have a person directly at YouTube that I could talk to email wise. This was when Chad and Steve still owned it, before it was all Google. And talk to them about, you know, can people do advertising in videos and things like that? And they're like, yeah, we're actually looking into something like that. I was like, well, that's really cool. I was one of the original first 10 or 20, I forget how many of us there were, YouTube partners, which means it was kind of a job at first, before it was a job for all these other people that are making so much goodness on YouTube, because I'm not there. But I was a starting establishment building block to get there, I guess you could say. I'm a pioneer. But there was me, Zipster, Renetto, the Hill 88, Sexy Phil. Philip DeFranco has been around forever. He was one of them. I can't remember everything, but we were in this IRC chat, and I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement and so much stuff. And now I'm breaking it, I guess. No, I'm not. But it was kind of cool for YouTube to become a job. And my second son was born. The diagnosis came of autism, and I withdrew. And I kind of let YouTube down at the same time, because I wanted to make at least 10 videos a month, and I wasn't even close. I was dipping in here and there and just doing my thing. But then I saw it evolve and evolve and evolve and become what it is today. But this video, and the purpose of this is just saying where it all started and how big it's grown and how big it's gotten. There was a time where I was the 21st most subscribed all time on YouTube. Me, little me with my little bit of subscribers, was a big name and number. And it used to be so different with the video responses and getting featured on the front page. And they changed the entire algorithm and I don't understand any. I didn't really understand it then, but I definitely don't understand it now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I get on, I talk to you guys, I monetize my video and hope for the best. But that's not why I do this. This isn't, you know, I'm not making a living off of YouTube like some people can. It would be cool, but I don't. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk to people, to reach out, to make it feel like it's us together. This is the community right here. It would be cool to interact with somebody else. You know, I mean, back in the day when you had bigger numbers than somebody, they would email you and want to contact you and do some things. And then if their numbers outgrew yours, then you're like, where'd you go? You know, it's the nature of the beast. It is what it is. I never complain. So many cool people. I remember once when Charles Trippy emailed me, and I regret it to this day. I should have hopped on with him. But he emailed me about some kind of video idea for like doing a story where he would do something like a chain story, and then my video, I would continue the story. Then on someone else's video, they would continue. It was a cool idea, but for then, I was like, you know, you want to live a good life and eat your vitamins and vegetables and this and that. That's what I was doing. So I felt it wasn't something that was characteristic of me, so I didn't do it. But I kind of regret it. And I remember so many YouTubers back in the day that are just gone. And it's sad not to see them anymore. And some have passed on too. And that's also sad. But it's cool to see so many names that have stayed. Like Smosh has been around for a really, really long time. Like whatever happened to what's his name? There was that little nerdy kid that used to get really fired up about stuff. I thought he was Fred's cousin or something. Dax something. I can't remember. Dax Shepard? No, that's a guy. That's an actor. I can't remember. He was a little nerdy dude that sat in a chair and used to flip out. But there was so many cool videos. So many people. Damien Estridge from Australia. The Hill 88 was from Australia. I'm just renaming names now. It's just... I guess I'm getting old. I can't remember, but it was so awesome and such a good time, and it was such a great time to start. And maybe my ship has sailed, but I'm going to continue doing what I do because I enjoy the time that I put in to make videos. It's like, I know people say, oh, well, I need to start a Patreon. It's okay if you start a Patreon. I don't care. I'm not going to start a pay. You don't need to pay for me to be here to make videos because all I do is turn on the camera, talk into the microphone, throw it through an editor, and then throw it back at you. It only takes maybe an hour, and I've got that because this is my hobby, and it's what I want to do. If I ever get a studio and go beyond things and it gets crazy, which I don't expect it to, but if it did, I would hopefully be making enough money to where I could stabilize and still do it the way I want to do it with advertising or whatever. I don't know. I don't agree with the whole Patreon thing. It's okay for those that want to do it. I'm not knocking you. It's just not something that I don't want to, like, please give me some money and I can make a better video. Yeah, okay, I probably could go out and rent an awesome camera and I probably could go be the man on the streets and talk to people, but it's just not what it is. It's not what I do, and it doesn't need to be. But that was my video on classic YouTube and how it was, and seeing people grow and watching people branch off into television and other things. And I just always thought that it was an amazing medium to be able to sit down here. I've had people from all over the world message me, and I'm no one. Did that just jump again? I don't really look at myself when I'm filming. I've become accustomed to looking at you. I want to just make eye contact with you and no one else because it's you and I, and we're here alone. But, you know, I think I saw myself jump. But that's it. And I'm really happy for everybody's success and for what everybody's doing. And if you want to start a YouTube channel, you just need to understand that it's really hard these days to get seen. Not like it was back in 2005, 2006 when it was fresh. They were begging for somebody to put some content up anywhere. And it's the roll of the dice. I mean, sometimes maybe you'll be really good and someone will notice you, or you got to truck along with really great content for 5 years before you get a freaking subscriber. It's just how it is. You got to do it because you love it and not because you're hoping to get paid for it. I guess that's my best advice. But until next time, this is DiGiTiLsOuL. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you real soon with something new, all right? Peace. It froze again, didn't it? I'm going to have to do something to this because that is not cool.